Yeah, that always was, I think, a problem. You know.
You have to be like a chemist
Oh, a photographer, because
back in the day.
oh, in those days, yeah, with the filming, yeah,
You'd have to understand your chemicals, how to manage
yeah,
sensitive glass plates, how to process negatives.
yeah. And another time, my sister and I are sitting on a wharf in the wharf around my lake up north. And he was visiting us, had his camera with him, and he took a picture of us on the wharf, sitting there with our feet in the water.
Nice.
And
So
do you know?
very casual pose.
Yeah, it was very shallow.
Not like the ones your dad would take.
No, oh Christ, no. Uh, After the end of the day, he had a form he wanted us to sign.
A release?
Yeah, but no, so we did it.
What year was that?
Oh, about maybe 15 years ago.
Oh, okay, so this is not...
Recent, yeah. No. And sure enough, it appears 6 months later
Oh, you tell me about
on the
this.
cover
So,
of a parish publication,
You told me
a
about
French
that,
church,
yeah.
and there I am with my sisters. I must show it to you what that, and they just use it in the front, you know,
well,
as a summer issue because it looks summery, you know. Yeah, it was I thought it was a fountain of some sort.
it
Anyway.
is a fountain, yeah. So we drove there. We waited till it was nighttime because they light it up.
Yeah.
And then we took like maybe 5 exposures and then drove back.
Was it accepted?
Yeah, well, she already had the contract.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, she was told what, yeah. Well, where I worked in the pulp papers for years, they always issued an annual report.
Yeah.
And there were some heading pictures, you know, just, it was about our activities we had to do. But ours wasn't so much financial. Our financial was the last 2 pages only. Because, you know,
You weren't a for-profit.
yeah, we were in a non-profit, and we had we were given by the industry a budget,
Yeah.
about 30 million, something like that. So there was some discounting, big item, but you could put it on 2 pages. How to prepare it? They chip it up, just the ordinary chip, you know, these chippers
Yeah.
you see, but a little more regular. They chip up the logs, and that then is put in a grinder. It's a sort of 2 opposing discs, and they're not. They're steel discs with a
Like a mill.
yeah, it's
like
a mill.
it's
Yeah,
a mill,
exactly.
yeah.
We were in the forefront of a lot of our research
Yeah.
and all that stuff. We pioneered thermomechanical pulp. With
So why do paper mills, pulp mills, why do they smell so bad?
well,
What is the reason for that?
well, in the craft process, it's sulfate.
It's sulfate.
Yeah, and the other one, it's sulfite. That stinks too. Cornwall was it was a craft mill, so it stunk.
Are there any large mills left in Canada?
Well, there are, yeah, quite a few, but not as many, I must tell you. And out west, especially the big ones, were Macmillan and Glodell. They have different names now.
So you used to know all these companies because they were basically
Supporters,
support,
ours,
yeah.
We were paid. Their support was a certain amount of money per ton of pulp, not paper, but pulp produced.
Yeah.
And that would be, that resulted in the last year of that arrangement, and it had been on, that was the arrangement for many years, about 50, 60 years. But they have now, we have another business model. They have to hustle themselves to get contracts, you know, go out and sell themselves. They didn't have to do that. Well, they say they're quite fireproof because of their quite large timbers, the main bowling, and that takes a while to burn. Tourist traveler wouldn't go into because we were just guests of the local
What year was that?
IEEE. It was 203, I think, or 202.
2003?
Yeah, 203, right after, you know, not long after. And it was great because now the reason I went, I didn't, and because he invited me to go. Why did he invite me to go? Well, because 2 in a room is cheaper, and it was cheap. So I said to him, his name was Lucian. I said, Lucian, you know, if you get the tickets and everything and whatever the visas, whatever you need to go to, you do all the work. I'm not doing nothing. If you want me to go with you, and he did it.